we are going to talk about plane geometry. And the plane geometry, one fact, we talk about angles. And let's start with meaning of angle. Simple. Angle is formed when two lines meet. Line A, line B. So here is an angle. Here is an angle. That is what we mean. So when two lines meet, let's try to talk about some types of angles. So types of angle. Okay. Angle at a point. So angle at a point, first one, okay. So if you have this point there, the point there is just like a circle. It is forming a circle. So angle at the point sum up to 360. 360. So let's keep this one in mind. We are going to try some questions. Angle at a point sum up to 360. The second one is angle on a straight line. So on a straight line. So angle on a straight line, we have this. So what is the angle that is formed on a straight line? Once it is formed as this one divided into two, means that when you divide this one into two, you get 180. So angle on a straight line sum up to 180. See, when we have angle that is divided by this, we have a line and this symbol is here. So this one shows that it is 90, and we call this to be right angle. So this is right angle D. When you divide right angle, or when you less right angle, any angle that is formed by right that is less than 90, this angle that is formed here, we call it acute. So this is acute angle. So angle that is formed here is called acute. E. When it is greater than 90 but less than 180, it is called obtuse. So this is obtuse angle. And we have another one. So once we have obtuse, okay, let's go by this. So the angle that is formed here is called reflex angle. So we have this. Now let's talk about angle that is formed when we have parallel lines. So we have these lines in a summary. If here is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then H. Okay, in a summary, we talk about vertically opposite or vertical opposite. So when we talk about vertical opposites, we mean AD, they are just facing, so they are opposite. So we can say that AD is equal to A is equal to D, B is equal to C, E is equal to the H, F is equal to what? G. So A is equal to D, the same thing. So we are just keeping one to represent. Another one, we have what we call alternates. alternate angles. And when you talk about alternate angle, CF, CF they are alternate. You understand why we say they are alternate. So C is equal to what? F. The same thing, D is equal to what? E. So once, if we are saying that this one is opposite and they are equal, if here is to be 20, here is 20. We said that this one sum up to 180 means that here should be what? 160. And if 160 is here, this one is also be 160. So means that we can equate it by the F. So C is equal to F. So that is the alternate. Let's go to C. Another that we know is corresponding. Corresponding angle. When we talk about corresponding, we are just talking about, for example, B and the F. They are corresponding. If this one is equal to this, means that B should be equal to the F, because this one are even vertically opposite. So it means that the B can also be equal to the F, the angle F. D, we have supplementary. So supplementary angles, when you talk about supplementary angles, we are just talking about angles that sum up to two angles that sum up to 180. So angle on a straight line is also a supplementary angle. Sometimes we call supplementary angle to be aligned angle. So anytime you don't see supplementary and you find aligned angle the same as supplementary. So critically we can see that B, D, they are on a straight line. AB, they are on a straight line. And AC, they are on a straight line. CD, they are on a straight line. So we can just write one. A plus B should be equal to 180 degrees. So that is the supplementary angles. Action. So we are moving to triangle. Angle that are formed in triangle. First, we know triangle is a polygon that is having three sides. So we have line AB, line BC, and line AC. So this is a triangle. This is a triangle. So if we have a triangle and here we have to find A, whilst here is 60 and here is 70, we have to find A. The rule is saying that angle, interior angle in a triangle sum up to 180. So they are all equal to 180. So if you have this, the 70 plus the 60 is equal to 180. So therefore you can add this one. So this plus this, you get 130 plus 180 is equal to 180. Now you cross means that you group like terms and this one will take away. So 180 minus 130. So the A is going to what? 50. So if we have A to be 50, you can see critically that each angle is having different angle. Each angle is different and having different figure. So if this one is that, then means that we can call this angle as what? Scaling triangle, because they are not equal. They are not equal, and it is irregular. It is irregular polygon. let's take another, we can have another angle whereby AB, BC, and AC. Means that when you see this sign, means that all the angles are equal. So if they sum up to 180, and we give you here to be 60, even if you don't give here to be 60, we ask you to find this one. Once these ones are shown, means that they are all equal. So you just write 180 divided by 3 is equal to 60. Means that A is 60, B is 60, and C is also 60 degrees. Another triangle that we can see in commonly, you see this one. When you see these two signs, means that the base angles are the same. So this line and this line, the sides are the same, and it's taking the angle A to be equal to angle A here. So here will be different. Here will be different. So the bases are the same. So in case we give you a question, we ask you to find maybe any of them. For example, when you are having this question. Okay, so let's take, if we have this, and here is provided 20. Here is isosceles. Let's provide here to be 40. They ask you to find A degrees, that is exterior. So what are you going to do? If here is A, B, and C, you know that always isosceles is what? The bases are the same. So once you can say that angle B, A, C. BAC will mean that's the A. So the middle one that we are emphasizing is equal to angle ACB. So if that is so, means that angle ACB we mean here is going to be 40 degrees. As soon as we get this one, what else here? So if here is 40 degrees, means that you can find angle on a straight line which is equal to 180. So angle on a straight line, just write angle on a straight line angle on a straight line sum up to 180 degrees. So you just write 40 plus A degrees should be equal to 180. So you plus A, so 180 minus the 40. So A will be equal to 140 degrees. So that is going to be the answer. So let's take these examples and try another triangles and see. So find the values of the following unknown math angles. So we have to find the angle here, the angles here, and that. So let's take the first one and work on these two solutions. So if we have the first one to be, we have, so to help, not to draw it again, once they have named it, we know that angle on a straight line here is going to be, here will sum up to 180. So angle on a straight line. So points, or you say that point B, point what? At point C, at point C, then angle on a straight line, sum up to 180. So if we have here to be 137 plus unknown, here is unknown, so we can say that, let's represent that place as B. Then we can definitely say that, or we can say that angle ACB plus angle ACB is equal to 180. So if we have this, means that we have to send this one angle. So we are just subtracting the 180 by 137. So if we have to take this one from base, we are going to get, so angle ACB will provide, no, this one is going to be, this one is going to be 43. So 43, we have 43. Sorry. So we have 43. When you sum, you are going to get 80. Okay. So that is good. Now, if you are having this, once this one is 4 points, angle on the point B is 90. So once we are having this, means that we are going to say x plus 43 plus 90 is equal to angle that is forming a triangle. So if that is so, x plus this one is going to be 133, 133 is equal to 180. So x, so when you take this one from 8, you are going to get 47. So means that x, that they say we should find the value of x is what? 47. Let's find, go to B. This is B. Alright. Since we know that this is what we call vertically opposite, so means that here is going to be what? 40. Angle A is equal to 40 degrees. So once angle A is equal to 40, then we can find the angle in the triangle here. So here is 90. We have 40 to be the A, and 40 to be the A plus the B, as we have here, plus the 90 is equal to 180. So this one, you sum these two to get 130, 180, and the B. So the B is going to be 50. So angle B is 50. So once this one, we don't need to even solve. So this one was vertically opposite. You understand? So if this one is vertically opposite, here is also vertically opposite. So B is equal to E. You write vertically opposite. So if it is vertically opposite, it means that therefore E is equal to here also. Alright. So once you can find angle on the straight line. So D, if you have to create a line here, D plus E is equal to 180. We said that it is a line angle or supplementary angle. So if E is 50, so D plus E 180 degrees. So means that here is 50. Okay. So D will be equal to 130. So if we have D to be 130, D is also opposite to the C. So C will be equal to 130. Try to always write the instruction, the rule statements by it. Why is it that? Then you say that it's vertically what? Opposite. It's supplementary angle. That is it. Let's quickly. So we have C. The C, we are going to find the angle here. I think here was not given. So, okay, we have this line. Means that if we are to take this triangle, you will see that this triangle is isosceles. So means that if it is isosceles, we are going to get something like this. So this is 2A. Means that the angle that we find here should be equal to the angle that we find here. The angle that we find there should be equal to the angle that we find here. And basically, you can see from here also that here also sum up to the angle that is formed within this triangle also sum up to 180. So let's try to draw that triangle also here. So we said that here is 3A. Alright. So if this one is 3A, means that here is also 3A. And we don't know this side. So let's name it B. So let's work this one first. So B plus 3A should be equal to 180. If that is so, what can we do about this? What can we do? We know that then this side we are going to find this one is going to be 3B plus, here is going to be 6, 180. Alright. So even if you have to find this, you have to find these two and find the A. We have to ignore the B and find the A. If we have to find the A, so means that this A that we have is going to be like B. So the A is going to be 180 divided by 6. So we have this one to be that. So it means that the A that we have is going to be like that. So the B will go and the A. So every A is going to be this. Every A is going to be that. Let's work this one and see. So once we are using B, means that here we can represent this one by B. If this one, so if you have to write this statement also, it means that 2B will be equal to 2A, which is equal to 180. So this side also, if you want to find A, is going to be A will be equal to 180 minus 2B, which will be equal to 2. This one is 6. So A and this means that we can equate it. 180 minus B, 6. So we have 180 minus 2b 2. So it means that we can do this one, we multiply this, we get 360. This one is multiplying here. So let me write it properly so that you will see. Okay. And this one also multiplying this. Okay. So we have this one to be 360. And this one will give you 2b. Alright, so let's use it's going to give us 1080 minus 2 is going to give you minus 12b. So if we have this, we can bring the 12 here. When the 12 comes to this side, we are going to get 10b will be equal to, when this one, we are subtracting the 1080 minus 360. So we are going to get 720. So 720 divided by 10 means that b is equal to 72. So b is equal to 72 degrees. Means that here we can get 72 here. But that 72, now we should pick any of the equation of A. So this one was equation 1, equation 2. Pick any of the equation of A. So we have this one. So A is equal to 180 minus 2B. So B now is 72 divided by 2. So now, when you have 180 minus 2 into brackets of 72, it means that you are going to get here to be 36 divided by 2, and you get what? 18. So means that only A is 18. So if you multiply A by 3, so now 18 by 3 means that here is going to be 54, 54, and we have the B to be what? B to be 72. So this is the values. The values that they want is the A and the B. So the A is 18 and the B is that. Okay. So let's try the last example and we move on to the next section. We have this one, another isosceles is applied here. So we have this to be one triangle and this one to be one triangle. So once this and this, the base should be equal. So if we are to take the markers, so if we have this one that we are having the 29 here, isosceles means that we can represent this one by A and A. Means that if you want to find A, is 2A plus 29 is equal to 180. Definitely, when you group, means that 180 minus 29. So when you subtract this one from 80, you are going to get 61. So you subtract this one from this, you get 61. So this is 61. 161. So I think that will be the answer. So now 180. Okay, so it's going to be 15. So we have it. So if you want to find A, 151 divided by what? 2. That is going to produce the A. So if you find A divided by 2, so it means that A is going to be 75.5 degrees. So that is going to be like that. So here is 75.5, 75.5. So we have this like this. But what they ask us to find is this. So they say we should find here. And once we know this, means that we can find angle on a straight line. So angle on a straight line sum up to 180. So means that here, if we are to create here to be y, so then y plus 75.5 should be equal to 180. Then means that we will just do blind and let's do the subtraction simple. 75.5 we subtract and means that y is going to be 104.5. So y is that. But when you see this one, means that isosceles, means that the bases are the same. So means that the angle formed here is the same as the angle formed here. So means that we can simply write it as 2x plus 104.5 is equal to 180. So here, this is the 104.5, so plus 2x. But they say we should find it, so we are just finding. So this one, we just go and subtract. So the 180 minus 104.5 is equal to this. So even this one, even describe it. And once we have this, now the x is going to be 75.5. The minus, divided by 2. So this one we will get 37.75 degrees. So that's the value. So now we are finished finding all the questions. So let's move on under the triangle. Let's still talk about, this one to be right angle, triangle. So this one, we normally apply this one under Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, we say that if we have here to be A, B, C, someone moving from A, B to the journey of C. So the end point of his journey is from A, B, and C. So that is the same thing when someone moves from A and straight up to what? This line C. So he's saying that when we have A, B, someone move from A, B, and continue from A to what? B to C. B, C is equal to someone moving from A straight to what? C. They are all meeting at the same place. That is what Pythagoras will say. So it means that the general formula is that this A squared is this one. So we have this one. We have this one in common. And always we say that Pythagoras, so before you can work, we always deal it about right angle triangle. So the 90 degrees should also apply. And we call this place to be the hypotenuse if we are having an angle here. Let's call this angle alpha. So this alpha, the angle here will be the opposite. And here is going to be the adjacent. So we are going to apply what normally we call the SHS1 and the car and the 2. So we are going to do about some questions and we apply all that we do. Find the value of the unknown. We have this and we have that. We are just trying these two questions. We have a lot of examples to do. So this solution, the first one, as we know, the rule of Pythagoras is saying that once 90 is here, it means that we can draw it in this way. Here is the 13, and here is the A. Here is the, okay, so here is formed by, but sometimes the way they will draw the thing, but what you have to, the clue is this one. When you see this one, that makes you know that what we are talking about is right angle triangle. So you draw in a proper way so that you will not be disturbed. So once you have this, what is this that they want you to find? So this one is just that once here is the hypotenuse, means that a squared is equal to 13 squared plus 8 squared. So still, if you want to find then a, the value of a, we are not saying find a squared. So means that this one will give you the square root. So you find the square root of this one, it will cancel the square here. Or we square root cancel square. So we will get 13 squared plus 8 squared. So let's try and solve this one. 13 squared is equal to, we can write this one as 169 plus 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. So when you total, when you find the sum, 169 plus 64, you are going to get 233. So finding the square root of 233, if you find the square root of 233, means that the A you are going to get 15.26. So it is in meters, so you write meters. Okay, so that is the first one. Let's go to the B. So this one is the A. The B, at the B side, we have two triangles, but they are both right angle triangle. So if you pick this one, okay, let's first work this one. Because once we have provided these two, means that it can help you to work this. So this one we can redraw it in this form. So we can redraw this one. So we have this one. So our angle of 90 is here. And we have here to be 5 centimeters, here to be 12 centimeters. So once we have that, it means that the hypotenuse is given. And here is also given. It means we can find here. So with the hypotenuse, that is the 12 square, is equal to, if provided we are naming this place to be G. So it means that here is going to be G squared plus 5 squared. So 12 squared is going to be 144. Okay. 12 squared is going to be 144. So we have here to be that, and 5 squared is going to be 25. So it means that you have to bring this one here. So we have 144 minus the 25. So once this one is here, we can find the square root of it, and it will cancel. So the G is going to be, let's subtract 144 minus the 25. It will give you 119. So now you find the square root of this in order to get the g. So the square root of 119. So it means that you are going to get 10.9. Okay. So 10.9, what units are you dealing about? Centimeters. So once you have this, now it is going to also give you the clue to find different places. Oh, even you are done with the G, they ask you to find G. Once you are done with the value, means that it's not necessary to find it. But there will be some question they may provide you. If here to be M, once you know this, you redraw this one, and once this one is the 90, means that here is going to be turned to be the hypotenuse, and you use to find it. Okay. Okay, so let's try to, once we are doing about angle, let's link it with the polygon. So these are a number of polygons: triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, hexagon. We are having octagon, the nonagon, and the decagon. That is 8, 9, and 10. We have a polygon that we don't know. So in case we give you a triangle, we know that a triangle, the structure of a triangle is in this form. How many sides do you have? 1, 2, 3. So we have the number of triangle. How many triangles do we have here? Always, if you want to find the number of triangle, it is a triangle, the size of the triangle minus 2 will give you the number of triangle. How do you find the interior angle? If you want to find the interior angle, it gets by the number of triangle times 180. So this one is 1 times 180 will give you the 180 degrees. When you take quadrilateral means that it's having 4 sides. So we have something like this. And this one, I think we can, when you have to find, you draw a line between it. It means that it is provided how many triangles? How many triangles do you have here? So if you, okay, let's first write. How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. So now, anytime the number of sides minus 2 will provide the number of triangle. So the number of triangle is 2. So if you multiply the 2 by 180, you are going to get 360 degrees. So the sum of interior angle of quadrilateral, and we know quadrilateral square, we have parallelogram, we have trapezium, we have rectangle, and so on and so forth. They are all under the quadrilateral. We have pentagon. So pentagon means that how many sides? 5. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Let's provide here to be 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So we have here, so means that this one we can cross this one by this, and at the same time we can get another one by this. So means that how many triangles are forming here? 1, 2, 3. You can get 3. But how many sides? 5. And when you write a 5 minus 2, means that you are going to get 3. It means that 3 triangles are formed here. Then you multiply the 3 by the 180, and 3 by 180 means that you are going to get 540 degrees. Okay. So that is 540 degrees. That's 540 degrees. Alright, let's go to the hexagon. So hexagon means that 6. If you are to draw, you are going to get the structure to be 6. So, okay, let's try and draw. So here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get here to be 6. So if you are to divide here, here, and that, so means that this one 6. 6 minus 2, you are going to get what? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You are going to get 4. So this is going to be 4 times 180. That is going to be 720. So 720 degrees. That is that. 720 degrees. If you take this one also, you draw, it means that how many sides? Because heptagon is 7. So 7 minus 2 is going to be what? 5. So the 5 times the 180 degrees. Okay, so if you are to add another 180 to this one, means that you are going to get 80 plus this one. Okay, so this one is going to be 900. This one is going to be 900. So 5 times 180 is going to give you 900. So that is, then if it is n, means that we don't know. The number we don't know. So it means that the number of sides, let's represent the number of sides by this. Means that we are going to, the number of triangle that we will get is n minus 2. So n minus 2 means that for the angle, the sum of interior, we will get n minus 2 times 180. So this is the general formula of finding angle of a polygon, especially when it is a regular polygon. God be with you. We will meet the next time. Bye.